And we welcome you inside of the Panther Den for some non-conference basketball on this 7th day of February. It's the Swain County Maroon Devils and the Franklin Panthers about to do battle. First up, it's the girls' varsity. I'm George Young alongside Tony Christie. Glad that you are with us on a Wednesday night of hoops. These two teams are very familiar with each other, although the girls' teams did not play back in December. The boys' teams did.
Yes.
But again, these two teams do battle each and every year, and looking forward to it, Tony.
Yes, and you know what they do? They've done battle since they were probably in third grade against each other. So these teams are very familiar with each other, and it should be a pretty good game.
We're about to have the national anthem played, and we'll get the starters here in just a few moments as both teams head over to their respective benches. Sparsely populated gymnasium. We'll see if more come for the boys action, but it's a Wednesday night. You've got church going on, and it's a makeup game from a couple of weeks back because of the snow, so it probably won't be as populated as normally it is for these two teams.
We'd
We'll
like
head down.
to welcome everyone to the Den and to Franklin High School. We'd like to welcome our guests, the Devils from Swain County High School. February is Teen Dating Violence Awareness and Prevention Month. Today we're teaming up with REACH of Macon County to bring awareness and knowledge to this matter. Throughout the night, we will throw statistics at you, not only worldwide but locally. The first statistic, 1 in 3. 1 in 3 high school students experience physical or sexual violence, or both. If everyone would please rise, remove your caps, if physically able, and stand for the national anthem. And now we'll introduce the starters for the Devils. Number 12, Carly Tisateski. Number 14, Molly Woodard. Number 20, Trinity Littlejohn. Number 23, Marley Hicks. And number 24, Faith Woodard. Panthers go lights out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Panther fans, get on your feet. Here's your starters. She's a guard, wearing number 2, Patrick Presley. She's a guard, wearing number 11, Aubrey Haley. Point guard, wearing number 12, Kelly Green. She's a forward, wearing number 24, Avery Moffitt. And she's your center, wearing number 35, Charlie Siegel.
That's the starting lineups for both teams. Of course, Franklin under the direction of Scott Hartbarger and Swain County under the direction of Joshua Griffith. Swain County comes in at 8-12 overall, 3-6 in the Smoky Mountain Conference. Franklin at 12-9 after a win against Smoky Mountain last night. They are 8-3 in the Mountain 7 Conference. Both Swain and Franklin played last night. Tony, both on the road as Swain took on Cherokee and Franklin traveled to Silva and took on the Smoky Mountain Mustangs. Swain lost last night to Cherokee, and Franklin came from behind. They were trailing early on against Smoky Mountain and ended up winning 56-50.
And I always think that teams play better after, a day if they keep on playing. They play games. So this game, hopefully it'll be a pretty good game.
First possession goes to the Maroon Devils, and they turn it over. In the corner, chasing it down, Callie Queen. She'll give it up.
And the Maroon Devils start off in a 2-3 zone.
And a turnover. Shot up off the glass and good for Trinity Littlejohn. And that gets the scoring going for Coach Joshua Griffith and the Swain County Maroon Devils. Underneath, it's Avery Moffitt. She can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. It's out of bounds and off of Siegel. Slowly bringing it up. Swain will cross into the front court. Littlejohn dishes a pass that's through the hands of her intended receiver. Down court. Callie Queen can't get the point-blank layup. Pass down court, going to be intercepted into the hands. It's Presley. Aubrey Presley leans into it and gets the bucket to go to tie it at 2 apiece.
Aubrey Presley, she's been very, very impressive this season with how she brings the ball to the hole and takes care of it and makes the right decision.
Molly Woodard with it up top for the Lady Maroon Devils. And we've got a bump on Franklin. Aubrey Haley going to pick it up. That'll be her first and the team's first. Swain will reset up top. It's Littlejohn. Going to attack on the dribble. Pick it up. Now spin and shoot. Littlejohn can't get it. As Siegel is there for the rebound. And it's Callie Queen that'll slowly bring it across that timeline. She'll swing it over. Presley had it briefly. Gives it up to Avery Moffitt just inside the free throw line. It's Avery Moffitt to give the Panthers a 4-2 advantage.
Good move by Avery just to get to where she was open and shoot the ball.
Wild shot into paint, high off the glass. Marley Hicks, the sophomore, able to get the bucket to tie it at 4 apiece. Up high, it's Beatty. She swings it over. Queen with it.
Nice move.
Siegel will be at the line for a couple after she gets fouled. Carly Tisa-Teskey picks up the foul. Here's the...
Yeah, she catches it. Nice pump fake right there to get the defender up, and then she got to the foul.
Did you teach her that move?
Oh, maybe.
I know she's been working with you. First shot up and good. And one more at the charity stripe. And she can't hit the second. Swain comes down with the board. It'll be Marley Hicks with it up top. Now drifts. Finds Woodard. Now Littlejohn will hold it high. Find Hicks. Hicks now from downtown, in and out. Rebound Swain. They'll reset as Littlejohn kicks it over. Shot blocked. Callie Queen. Queen gives it up. Baseline running shot. Wouldn't go. Offensive rebound. Avery Moffitt shot. No. And the board to Swain.
When you have a late non-conference game like this, it's kind of like you're getting ready for the postseason. Like you're going to play someone totally different that you hadn't played the whole year.
Tisa-Teskey shot off the mark, no good. And I talked to Doug Clemens about that and the rescheduling process when it was canceled. And
yeah,
he said, we could not play the game, but this gets us ready for that final regular season night.
Correct.
It's a turnover. As Callie Queen can't get it to go, guarded closely. A rebound. Presley able to get the bucket and the foul. That'll send Audrey Presley to the line for the and one situation.
Yes, kept her concentration, kept her eyes on the rim. That's a big thing, especially for a young player. She knows how to keep her eyes on the rim.
Back of the iron, Woodard with the rebound for Swain. Into the front court, it's Littlejohn. Littlejohn too deep under the basket. Does dish. Casey Teskey going to kick it out. Open. Woodard couldn't get it. Rebound Franklin. Avery Moffitt gets double teamed, able to lean in, get a shot up, and get fouled. So she'll be at the line, really for both the girls and the boys teams.
Yeah.
That Friday game against West Henderson, which we'll have right here on YouTube and Facebook. It's senior night, a lot of emotion.
Right.
Also, very good basketball teams coming in as the girls team for West Henderson undefeated in the conference. And the boys team with 2 losses, but they're in that log jam at the top as last night, North beat East.
Yes, North beat East. So I think they're all like 8-3 right now. Both of them, East and West, they're both 8-3. So they're both tied for first. Be an interesting game on Friday.
Free throw no good. Down court, a high shot off and good. Littlejohn able to get the bucket, and we got a whistle and we've got a foul. Oh, check that, a timeout on the floor. This is going to be a 30-second timeout for Swain County as Coach Joshua Griffith wants to talk things over with Franklin up a point at 7-6. We'll look at the Mountain 7 Conference standings here on the girls' side. You see West Henderson at the very top, and Pisgah and Franklin there in the 2, 3, and 4. And Franklin is locked into a home game next Friday in the opening round on the girls' side of the Mountain 7 Conference tournament. It just depends on who wins, who loses, as to who they will be playing. But it could be Smoky Mountain again.
Ooh.
Yeah. I kind of said the same thing when I looked at the standings this morning preparing.
It's always hard to beat a team 3 times.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Siegel, right elbow, couldn't get it. Rebound, Swain. Molly Woodard gets fouled as she secured it. That'll be the second team foul. And Callie Queen will pick up her first. It's Marley Hicks into the front court off to Littlejohn. She's open, 3 off the market. It's a defensive board for Avery Moffitt. Off to Queen. Now it's Presley in the corner. Dishes in the paint. Siegel hard to the hole off the glass and good.
Nice decisive move by Charlie. Didn't think about it, just turned and went.
Littlejohn dishes up top. Now underneath it goes. And Siegel will be called for a personal. That will send Faith Woodard to the line. That's the 3rd team foul on Franklin and just the first on Charlie Siegel. Faith Woodard at the line.
Yeah, that was good. That was good footwork by Faith because Charlie Siegel actually never moved. She was standing straight up, but she forced the contact and forced the foul with her footwork in that last move.
Woodard gets the first. She'll get one more. And second would not go for Woodard. Offensive rebound. And it gets slapped away from Presley. Littlejohn going to bring it up. Littlejohn swings it over. In the paint, it wouldn't go, but an offensive rebound. And Woodard there for the stick back. And we've got whistles and I believe an injury here. Yeah, they're going to blow the play dead as Molly Woodard tweaked an ankle, looked like. She's going to race off. And looks like Hartbarger going to get some ladies off the bench. As McKenna Plemons along with Avery Williamson, will check into the game the first time. 2:44 left, first quarter. Glad you're with us. It's a little bit after 6:30. Got it underway surprisingly early. A lot of times it's almost 7 o'clock before we start the girls' varsity. But the JVs did not go too terribly long. Avery Moffitt wanted the foul. His shot was off the mark. Little John getting a dish. Back it goes Little John. She'll swing it over. It's Jaden Smiley. Smiley kicks to Hicks, and she's going to attempt from downtown. Well off the mark. Avery Moffitt there for the rebound. And she gets the defensive board and finds Callie Queen. Queen to Presley. Presley dishes at the paint. Out to Queen. She's open for three. It wouldn't go. Knotted up at 9 apiece. Little John. Fade away. Got it. Little John gives the Lady Devils an 11-9 advantage.
And I don't know if you can really tell at home, but the Coach Griffin, he really wants them to push the ball up the court and, get the first available good shot. He wants the up-tempo game.
Callie Queen couldn't get the three. Little John outlet. Too tough. Out of bounds. I have number 10 is not on my roster, and I'm making sure that's at the 10.
Yeah.
I'll have to check here in the break, see who that is. Got some subs coming in. Number 10 for Swain. Number 10 for Franklin's coming in. It's Peyton Beatty. As I printed off this roster, I'm not sure you noticed that there's like 5 girls with no numbers.
No numbers, yeah.
This is on Max Preps, and I attempted to obtain another roster from Toby Burrell, fine bouncer, and runs the Maroon Devil Network. And I don't know if I got the right email or not, the last email I had, but didn't hear back. Clemens from downtown. That one went in the hole and then out. Rimmed out. Kenna Clemens with a good look. Little John travels with it. That'll be a turnover for the Lady Devils. Little John going to take a seat, take a breather here, under 60 seconds left. And Molly Woodard going to take her place in the Swain lineup. Callie Queen bring it up for Coach Scott Hartbarger as the clock ticks 45 seconds. Beatty got fouled. She hits the deck. It's just the 4th team foul, so was she in the act of shooting is the question. Nope. On the floor. Faith Woodard going to check in off the bench for Swain, and it goes to Clemens. McKenna on the dribble. Williamson 3, back of the iron. Fight for it, out of bounds. And stay with Franklin. .9 seconds left. Outlet in the corner. Williamson. Now Clemens shoots a pass. It's knocked away. Panthers reset side court. 14.5 seconds left.
And right here, it looks like the best options are Callie Queen or, Callie Queen.
Clemens over to Williamson, 7 seconds. Dishing underneath, it's Beatty. She gets double teamed and then gets her pocket pick. 3 seconds left, 2 seconds, 1 second. That'll do it. 1 quarter in the books with Swain County holding an 11-9 lead over the Panthers. As we head to break, stay with us. Welcome back. Second quarter underway. It's Franklin for the opening possession as it goes underneath, knocked away. Down court, it's Little John for the Maroon Devils, nursing a 2-point advantage, and we've got a traveling violation up top.
And right there, that turnover, that last turnover for the Lady Panthers, it was caused by the Maroon Devils are in a zone. So it's kind of hard to, post up and do all that because there's 3 people down there, and there's 3 people guarding their 2 people. So you have to kind of attack the gaps and get the ball into the paint, off the pass or off the dribble, and then there'll be open shots.
Off the fingertips of Siegel. Swain and Smiley in the corner. It's double team, finds Little John. Now Little John going to dish it up top. Down the horn it goes. Little John is trapped, gets it out of there. A 3 is up, well off the mark. Little John with a rebound. She goes up and gets the bucket to go off the glass. And that'll give the Swain Maroon Devils a 13-9 advantage, 7:06 left. And you're right about taking the best open shot and speeding the game up.
Correct.
It just looks like Swain has a little bit more pep in the step. Yes. In their step. That's exactly right. Callie Queen's 3-0, and on the rebound, we're heading the other way as Franklin gets called over the back. That'll be the first on Panthers.
Most of the times you wouldn't think that with the team that's playing zone. You wouldn't think that they're, on offense they want to be fast because on defense they're being methodical and playing the zone, which is very slow.
Little John swings it over. Nice drive. Shot off the mark and out of bounds, stays with Swain. It's Molly Woodard that will trigger. Gets it in quickly underneath the basket. Too tough underneath. All reset up top. Marley Hicks give it up. It's Little John. She kicks it out. It's a 3. Up and good for Jaden Smiley. Smiley from downtown. 16-9. Lady Devil advantage. It's Siegel kicking it out. 3. Haley tries to answer. Wouldn't go. Up court quickly, it's Little John. And she can't get the layup. Defensive board, Haley off to Callie Queen. And Moffitt is hurt on the other end. Queen able to get the bucket underneath, but Avery Moffitt twisted her ankle, and she's in a little bit of pain at the scorer's table. Lady's going to come in for her. Is it her ankle or her knee? Either or. She looks like she's holding her knee now. She'll head back to the locker room, get some treatment as that one is slapped out of bounds. And stays with Swain. It's Woodard up top. Almost traveled. Swings it. Knocked away underneath. Panthers started slow against Smoky Mountain last night. And they have started slow in this one, but have played pretty well defensively.
Yes.
And at one point in that game last night, Tony, in the first quarter, Franklin was down 13-0 to Smoky, and then able to flex their muscle the second half and come out with a 6-point victory. That one was off the mark, fight for the board, and it's out of bounds. It'll go back to Franklin. 16-11.
And you saw the speed right there of Swain, the Maroon Devils. They're trying to push that thing up and get as many layups as possible.
Presley gets fouled. First on Swain so far in this second quarter. 5:10 to go. Coming up at the half, fans who want to stick around, as we'll have the February Athlete of the Month presentation at the beginning of the halftime festivities here in the girls varsity. 3, Haley off the mark. And it's out of bounds. You have to stay with Franklin. One thing that has not been going the Panthers' way early on is the 3 ball.
Correct.
And there have been a ton of threes that have been jacked, but
And if you're
going.
Yeah, and if you're the Maroon Devils, you just stay in your zone, stay back it in and, protect the basket like they've been doing.
There's another three that wouldn't go. Presley couldn't get it. Hicks, three, got it.
I tell you what, some good ball movement by the Lady Maroon Devils.
Marley Hicks gives the Lady Devils an 8-point lead. Top of the key three, no. Queen gets her own rebound, splits the double team, no. And she'll be at the line for a couple. 8-point lead for Swain. Maroon Devils come in at 8-12 overall and 3-6 at the Smoky Mountain Conference. Queen hits the first. One more for Callie Queen. As in for Coach Griffith is the lady. I don't have them on roster. Number 10. Still haven't gotten her name yet. And the rebound off the missed shot. It's going to be an offensive board. Charlie Siegel secures it. Another three lifted off the mark. Marley Hicks into the front court. Quick dribbling. Little John. Back out beyond the arc it goes. Again, a lot of ball movement.
Yes.
A shot that was an air ball. Swain comes up empty on their end as we approach 4 minutes left.
And that's the same ball movement that the Lady Panthers need to have, because their Lady Panthers are in the zone as well now.
Presley off the glass. Well, you're just not shooting the ball very well, so you need to get more possessions.
Correct.
And speed it up a little bit. But once those threes start falling, maybe it'll fall for everyone. And some more subs coming in. It's Williamson along with McKenna Plemons for Hartbarger, as Siegel and Presley take a seat. Franklin basketball trailing 19-14, 3:37 left. Second quarter. Glad you're with us on YouTube and Facebook. I'm George Young along with Tony Christie and our FPSN crew. It's a Wednesday night of hoops. Second to last regular season game. Hard to believe. In the paint, knocked away, and a late whistle as Aubrey Haley will be at the line now. He's knocked away from Haley, but they'll say got a little piece of the arm. Third on Swain, and that's going to be the second whistle on Faith Woodard, the center, junior center for Coach Joshua Griffith. The first one is off the mark. Jaden Smiley rotates in. The one thing that you'll probably see in both girls and the boys game is a lot of subs, because these two teams played last night.
Correct.
Played rivals. A lot of emotion in last night's ball games. Swain played Cherokee and Franklin played Smoky. A turnover. Active hands that time.
Yes.
For the Panthers. Williamson going to attempt. Can't get it. Fight for the rebound on the floor. Coming out with it is Little John.
100 miles an hour.
Stops. Pops. Got it.
Nice pull-up by Little John.
Trinity Little John, the senior, gets the J. Make it a 21-14 Swain advantage. 7 point. 2:43 left, second quarter. Plemons gets caught. Somehow tains possession. Kicks into the corner. It's a three, up and good. That's Beatty. Check that. Nope, that's
Aubrey
Haley.
Yep.
Haley from the corner. High off the glass, wouldn't go. Offensive rebound. Swain resets. Little John, swing it over. It's Smiley. Bounce pass to Woodard to the paint. Spinning and shooting, couldn't get it. And Callie Queen comes down with the ball for the Panthers. Gives it up. Williamson going to attempt. And she can't hit from downtown. Under 2 minutes left. Second quarter. Another three. This one up and good.
Yes, and you know what? One of the best offenses against the zone is a fast break, and that's exactly what the Maroon Devils are doing. They're pushing it down so that Franklin doesn't have a chance to set up their zone.
Another three off the mark. That one by Haley. 24-16. 8-point lead for the Panthers, or for the Maroon Devils. And a turnover. Panthers will have to trigger side court. We've got some subs. Both teams. Presley checks back in for Hartbarger. And Kirsten Cucumber is in for Joshua Griffith. Now we've got a timeout called by Coach Scott Hartbarger. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it here. We haven't looked at the schedule as, the season is almost over. Hard to believe. Swain tonight, West on Friday, and in the Mountain 7 Conference tournament will begin on Friday, the 16th, next Friday. And the Lady Panthers will be hosting a first-round tournament game. The opponent yet to be determined. They'll figure that out as the final 2 nights for most teams. It's Friday, and then there's games on next Tuesday night, but the Panthers will end their conference slate and the regular season on Friday. Franklin has possession here. Out of the timeout. Presley swinging it over. Clemens' pass knocked away in the paint. 70 seconds to go. Swain with possession. Chance to make it a double-digit lead. Woodard kicks it. That one wouldn't go. Saved out of bounds. Into the hands of Cucumber. Swing it over. In the paint. Number 10 could not get it to go, but she'll be at the line for an opportunity. 2 shots upcoming. Foul whistled on the Panthers. Williamson. That's the second on the Panthers, the first on Williamson. First one off the mark. Second one wouldn't go. The Panthers got an opportunity now to cut into the lead before the halftime break. A wild shot, no. 34 seconds left. Shot blocked in the paint. Coming out with it, it's Audrey Presley. Presley lost control. Last touch by Swain with 14.9 left here in the second. And whistle and another sub coming in for the Lady Devils. Back in Littlejohn. She had a breather very briefly here. And it goes. Nice. Inbounds pass. Haley converts. 24-18, 5 seconds left. At the buzzer, banks it home. Marley Hicks, a deep three. She was at the F.
Yes. Wow.
Let's see this again.
I was wondering, she just pulled up,
Yeah.
And casually, hey, get that screen.
Well, she was at
the
volleyball line there.
Volleyball line.
Banked it home. All right. We're at the half here. 27-18, 9-point advantage for the Swain County Maroon Devils. And we're going to have a presentation here, I do believe, at the half. Maybe not. I don't see anybody walk it out. Everybody's kind of looking around like maybe there's supposed to be something that's transpiring, but nobody has come out of the locker room with anything. Now we may have something. Here we go.
And at this time, we would like to take a few moments to present the Franklin High School Athlete of the Month Award. This award is sponsored by First Citizens Bank and Corbin Dental. Corbin Dental is a locally owned dental practice providing comprehensive and advanced dental care in Franklin. With deep local roots and a passion of service to the community, Corbin Dental takes pride in providing world-class care right here at home. Founded in Smithfield, North Carolina, and managed by the same family for 3 generations, First Citizens has been helping families and businesses make more of their finances for over 125 years. First Citizens Bank, forever first, member FDIC. The February 2024 Franklin High School Athlete of the Month Award goes to a member of the indoor track team, Miss Tally Kinsland. Tally is a senior at FHS who has picked up the sport like she has done it for her whole life. She has qualified for the indoor state championship in the high jump and the 55-meter hurdles. Tally has caught the eye of college recruiters in just her first season and has been a leader and a role model for underclassmen in the program. She currently ranks 3rd all-time in FHS history in the indoor high jump and 4th in the hurdles. Please join us in congratulating Tally Kinsland, February 2024 FHS Athlete of the Month.
Well, congratulations to Tally Kinsland. We'll be competing in the state tournament coming up this weekend. All right, let's take a break. We'll be back here in just a few. Hey fans, George Young now joined with Doug Plemons, boys varsity head coach. A couple of games since last time we talked to you. And then tonight it's a non-conference affair with Swain County. We'll talk about the Maroon Devils here in just a moment, Coach. But let's head back to Friday and another thriller here at the Panther Den. Back-to-back thrillers. Unfortunately came up on the short end of things in overtime. Something that these two teams have done for the past couple of years, a couple of times. A lot of back and forth battles between North Henderson and Franklin. And then last night, North Henderson beat East Henderson 50-47, another low-scoring game. Coach, I thought that we were going to steal one when Max drove in, got fouled, went to the line to take the lead. It was tied at 46. Went to overtime, and it just seemed like in that overtime period against North Henderson, just couldn't get going offensively.
Yes, you mentioned missed free throws. There's a couple of things that probably dealt with the outcome. One was the free throw percentage, not just Max's, but the entire team. It's a little bit of a dilemma for us because, generally we're a pretty good shooting basketball team, but it seems like, free throws have been kind of a problem for us, and we work on it, and the kids in practice make them at a high percentage, but of course when that pressure adds to it, then turnovers, this is one of the better ball handling teams that I've ever had. We average less than 10 turnovers a game, which for high school kids is really low. The other night against North, I think we had 14, and some timely turnovers too, in the late part of the fourth quarter and then in overtime. So those two factors were probably the biggest factors. We were really matched up well against North Henderson, size-wise, talent-wise. We handled them over at their place, and we felt like we had a chance to win that game. But as you say, let it get away from us. So, they're a good team. Talent-wise, starting 5, I think they may have as much talent as anybody in the conference. And so, we hope we're going to get another shot at them, maybe down in the tournament or something.
And then last night, Coach, another exciting win for you guys, dominating performance against Smoky Mountain, kind of overshadowed by the fact that Max McClure set the all-time single-game scoring record at 47. He's had a tremendous career, and he's just a junior, Coach, so you're going to have him back next year. You still got a shot at 1,000 points this season, and we were talking before we came on. It's discrepancy of about 20 or 30 points, and we're trying to nail down exactly how many he's short. But he's close and still got 3 or 4 games left, depending on how far you go in the tournament and, of course, the state playoffs. Talk about the win last night.
Good win. Obviously Smoky Mountain is our, close rival just across the mountain. And so, we went over there and kind of like the game we played them at our place, it started off kind of slow, and then right before halftime we hit a little spurt and then came back to start the second half and really got after it, got some breakaway baskets, and then, of course, Max only had 17 at halftime, and so he scored 30 in the second half, so obviously he carried our offense pretty much by himself, but we all know that doesn't happen. Normally someone has to pass him the ball and, get him the ball and that sort of thing. So we were proud of him, proud of the win. Smokey's been playing better. They've been playing some of the better teams in our conference closer. And so we knew it was going to be a tough game. It always is when we play them. So proud of our team for the win, proud of Max, very deserving. He's really put a lot of time into his basketball, and it's good to see him, be able to do that.
And tonight, Coach, it's a non-conference game, the final non-conference game until you're in the state tournament coming up in a few weeks. It's Swain County, a team that usually we play each and every year. Tonight, Swain comes in at 15-5. They've got a great record, but the team that Franklin won against last night, Smoky Mountain, beat them earlier in the season. What have you seen out of this Swain team? What do you expect tonight?
It'll be a tough game. They had a tough game last night, too. They played at Cherokee, and, of course, that's their rival. So, we're looking for a hard-fought game. We do not match up well size-wise. They've got a big team. They've got a couple of kids that are, one kid that's about 6'5", another kid that's about 6'3" and weighs about 260, big football player, and they're fairly athletic. So we were able to beat them at their place, I think it was right before Christmas. But was a good game, and like you say, they've been playing really good basketball. They've beaten some teams that have beaten us. They beat Andrews, which beat us, right after Christmas. So we expect it to be another really good game. Looking forward to it. The kids are excited. This is a game that's been rescheduled. We were supposed to have played them a couple of weeks ago and got some snow and had to work around the schedule, but glad to be able to get it in and play against a quality team. Always better for our team.
Well, as always, Coach, good luck tonight, and we'll talk to you in a couple of days for senior night.
Okay, thank you.
That's head coach Doug Clemens. Fans, stay with us. More to come. Welcome back as we begin the third quarter here at the Panther Den. George Young, Tony Christie, as we are underway. And he caught everybody by surprise, including Clinton. We started a little bit early. We did. You were not seeing strange things. They shaved about a minute off the clock and decided, hey, let's go out and start playing. And we had a nice shot of the logo, which is an impressive logo. We're back underway, 7.5 left. here in the third, as in the paint, shot off the mark. We've got a whistle after the offensive rebound for Aubrey Haley.
Very aggressive right there by the Lady Panthers, coming out, working the ball a little bit in that zone. They need to work it a little bit more so it goes from all the way from the right side all the way to the left side. And when you're playing against the zone, if you do that, it flattens out the zone, and then you'll be able to get stuff in the middle and easier baskets. Right now, they're starting on one side, bringing it to the middle, and then someone's trying to drive or do something. Where if you rotate it a little bit more, if you rotated once in high school, you get an open shot. If you rotated 2 times, you'll get a layup.
Pass going to be intercepted. It's a turnover. Callie Queen leans in and gets the roll. Callie Queen cuts that Swain Maroon Devil lead, 27-22. And through the first minute of this third quarter, it does look like the Panthers have ratcheted up things defensively and have a little pep in their step. And I think that Coach Joshua Griffith sees that as well for Swain.
Yes,
and he is going to call timeout. Is it going to be a 30-second timeout? Yes, it will be a 30-second timeout. Earlier at the beginning of this girls' action, Coach Becca Brooks talked about what they are celebrating and becoming aware tonight. I don't know if the term celebrating is the best, but they're talking about Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month, which is this month. And they have a booth here. And she was talking about that at the beginning of this girls' game as she was a public address announcer. They've got a booth right below us. And they sent us that flyer that asked that we talk about it here tonight. And they'll be talking about it throughout, I'm sure, at the beginning of the girls' or the boys' game as well. Well, out of the timeout, it is Swain County with possession. Hits the side after the block. Another backboard. Another block for Siegel. And off it goes to Callie Queen. And then check that to Presley, and then she gets it knocked away. Nice dish underneath. And we got a whistle and we got a foul coming up. And some shots upcoming for Swain County, I do believe. Nope, they're going to say it was on the floor. That was the first team foul on Franklin. And the second whistled on Haley is down court. Callie Queen couldn't control it. It's out of bounds.
That was good defense right there by Marley Hicks.
Presley feeds Siegel. Siegel leans into it. It wouldn't go.
This 1-3-1 has been giving the Lady Maroon Devils a little bit of problem.
Little John, fade away at the free throw line, would not go. Yet to sink a basket so far for Swain. Panthers looking to cut into the lead.
Nice.
Callie short. It's an air ball from beyond the arc. Out of bounds. Goes to Swain.
That's half of the ball move that I was talking about. You know, they kept it on one side. If you do the same thing they just did and get it to the other side, there'll be a lot of openings for shots and drives and all types of things.
To the hole it goes. Up and good. Hicks able to get that one to go for the Maroon Devils. Their first points here in this second half. Siegel in the paint gets bailed out with a foul as reach in.
Little
Coming
John.
up, I believe, yet, but Little John, it appears, Trinity Little John will get her second. And it's the second on Swain. So no shots here. Queen will trigger baseline. Gets it in. Shot off the mark for Audrey Presley on the rebound. Over the back, whistled on Franklin. Foul on Moffitt. Good to see her back out on the floor after she left with an injury. Looks to be limping just a tad bit, but yeah, she's out there. Smiley is caught up, and it's a turnover. Presley over to Callie Queen. Queen dishes to Haley, a three, back of the iron. And the rebound to Swain. The threes are not falling for the Lady Panthers. He just joined us. It was a three barrage in the first half, but none. We're going to go just a few were able to hit their target for the Lady Panthers. That's another turnover for Swain. You're right about the defense, Tony. It has caused some issues with Swain early on here in this third quarter. A number of turnovers and chances for the Panthers to claw into that lead,
yes.
But it's still 29-22 Swain advantage in a very low-scoring game.
Yes, and both teams are actually playing zone now too. So, you're going to get, a lot of ball movement, as you should, and hopefully someone makes some shots here in a little while.
It'll be a traveling violation on Siegel.
The defense has been good tonight, by both teams.
Out of bounds it goes. Another turnover for Swain.
Now the passing really hasn't. a lot of turnovers, and but at least they're not live ball turnovers. They're going out and they have to take them out, because a live ball turnover, that's coach hates a live ball turnover.
Williamson's checking in for Plemons checking in for Hardbarger as it goes underneath. Avery Moffitt attacks. She'll be at the line as that one was off the mark. 2 shots for Avery Moffitt. That'll be the third team foul on Swain here in the third quarter. That one's going against number 10. It's her first. One more at the charity stripe. One's off the mark. 29-23. Lady Devils have led for a good portion of this ball game since early on in the first quarter. They'll have some shots upcoming after the whistle in the paint for Molly Woodard.
There's been a lot of free throws in this game.
Foul on McKenna Plemons. That'll be just her first, and it's the third whistled on Franklin here in the quarter. The first one is up and good for Molly Woodard. The sophomore will have one more.
Oh, violation.
I'll wave it off. 30-23. 7-point advantage for the Lady Panthers. Up high, it's Haley into the corner. Now Queen.
Good position by Moffitt.
Avery Moffitt with the bucket.
She had that position. She was 2 feet in the paint on that last possession.
Again, a turnover. Callie Queen comes out with it. Haley. Presley, 3. Off the mark. They are not going from downtown at all for either team, except Swain early on had some 3 balls that fell. But Franklin has been cold from 3. Top of the key is Littlejohn. She couldn't bank at home. Offensive rebound. Out to Littlejohn, and she traveled with it. Of course, Marley Hicks hit the buzzer beater 3 at the end of the second quarter. In the second half, they haven't fallen. Another 3. Presley, short. It was an air ball. Almost another turnover as Callie could not save it out of bounds. Carly Tisateski checks in for Coach Griffith. And Hartbarger going to cycle in Avery Williamson. And another turnover. It's into the hands of McKenna Plemons. Finds Queen. Working on Littlejohn. And Littlejohn fouls her. 4th on Swain. One more to give. Littlejohn picks up her 3rd. believe that number 10 is number 5, Stillman. McKenna Plemons couldn't get it from downtown. Off to the races. Hicks will be at the line.
A lot of free throws.
A lot of free throws.
Yes.
Both teams have 4 fouls, so
yes,
we'll have more here in this third quarter, I'm sure. Marley Hicks at the free throw line. First one up and good. And she gets the second. Williamson. Underneath it goes. Avery Moffitt could not get the bucket. Underneath. Woodard. Baseline. Down it goes. Top of the key. 3. Hicks.
I tell you what.
Marley Hicks.
That was what I was talking about. The ball started on the left side, went all the way to the right side, came back to the left side and to the top of the key, and that's why she was able to get that open shot.
10-point lead now for Swain. Avery Moffitt hits the deck as she dribbled it off of a Swain County Maroon double.
And right there, the Lady Panthers, what they're doing is they're bringing it on one side, and it might get to the top, and then they bring it right back to that side. They need to move it from one side to the other, and it flattens out the zone so you can get open shots.
Williamson with it. Plemons 3. Got it. McKenna Plemons with a 3 that finally falls.
Correct.
For the Lady Panthers.
Get it from one side to the other, and good things usually happen.
Woodard hits the deck, and a blocking foul upcoming on Franklin. Going to go against Haley. 5th on Franklin, so 2 shots the rest of the way for both teams. Molly Woodard back at the charity stripe. We'll check that. That's that's right. That's Molly Woodard. And Woodard will miss the first. Peyton Beatty going to cycle in for Coach Hartbarger off the bench. One more for Woodard. And she gets it. Back to an 8-point lead for Swain County as we tick towards a minute left here in this third quarter. High pass, Beatty feeding underneath. Shots upcoming for Peyton Beatty. Presley going to pick up. Well, that's not right. Is it third? Okay, here we go. We've got Tisa Teskey picking up her third. That's right on the scoreboard. First shot up and good. One more here for Peyton Beatty. And we got a violation. Both teams have committed lane violations here in this third quarter. Little John going to come back into the game for Coach Griffith.
And the Lady Panthers still come out in that 1-3-1. The pass.
Count it and one.
Good pass.
Jaden Smiley with the bucket.
You see right there, the drive right down the middle. Look opposite. In for 2.
Shot no. Quickly. Offensive rebound or defensive rebound, and the Panthers attack offensively, and we've got a foul and more shots upcoming. It's McKenna Plemons that'll be at the line after the personal whistle on Swain. That one's going against Jaden Smiley, her first. 9-point advantage for Swain. Plemons hits the first. She'll get one more. And if you just joined us, Swain has led pretty much the whole way in this one. A couple of times the Panthers able to get a 1 or 2 point lead in the first quarter, but for the most part, it hasn't been a big lead for Swain. The biggest was 10. It's been between 5 and 10 through a good portion of the second and third quarters as we are ticking the final seconds of this third quarter. Little John stepped out of bounds.
And that this switching to man kind of confused the Lady Maroon Devils. Good call by Coach Hartbarger.
17 seconds left as the clock ticks. See if the Panthers find an open shot. Beatty gets fouled. She'll be at the line. As they were quick to attack offensively. Third foul whistle on Faith Woodard. First shot is good for Peyton Beatty. She'll get one more. Fans, the regular season finale is Friday. We'll have it here on YouTube and Facebook. It is the West Henderson Falcons invading Coach Tom Raby basketball court and the Panther Den. And the senior night festivities, of course, between the girls and the boys game.
5 seconds.
3 seconds.
And
Hicks.
again. Oh, my goodness.
Got it again. Marley Hicks ends the second quarter with a desperation heave, and the third quarter with a desperation heave for 3.
And you can look right here. She looked at the clock. She's like, okay, I'm gonna get this off. Wow. That's pretty good right there.
41-32, 9-point advantage for Swain as we head to break.
Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook.
In open space, Hanley at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here. Fourth quarter underway. Panthers with the opening possession. It's Presley. Swings it up top. Back goes Presley. Presley now pulls up. Running shot wouldn't go. Rebound. Offensive. Siegel. Baseline jumper no. Kicked out of bounds. Stays with Franklin. 7:44 left. 41-32. It's a 9-point edge for the Lady Devils. Just inside the arc.
Presley, I tell you what, she's missed several, but she still hasn't. She never stopped shooting, so that's good for her.
Little John backs it out, pulls up, gives it up. Woodard got trapped, finds Hicks. 3 off the mark. Time wasn't ticking down. She can't hit him. Time wasn't ticking. That's a tough shot from Molly Woodard. She got it to go.
Second chance point right there.
Back to a 9-point lead, and it's a turnover. Franklin turns the ball over in front of the student section, and we've got a whistle and a timeout called by Coach Scott Hartbarger. He wants to talk things over. Well, coming up, fans, we've got the boys' action for you between these two teams. They battled back on December the 2nd. The girls' teams did not, with Franklin coming out victorious in Bryson City. I believe the girls played Raven Gap instead.
Yes.
That's the only schedule difference between the boys and the girls here in the 2023-2024 season. Swain with possession. Out of the timeout called by Hartbarger. He wanted to talk it over. It's Little John, lost control, picks it up, and a turnover. Outlet, Presley saves it from going out of bounds. Then feeds in the paint. We've got a jump ball, possession arrow to Swain. 6:53 left. Swain by 9. Marley Hicks swings it over. It's Little John. Now into the corner. Back to Little John it goes. Play some keep away. Drain some clock. Hicks.
Nice pass.
Sure was. Faith Woodard in the paint. Gives Swain their biggest lead at 11, and we've got a whistle in the paint.
And I tell you what, that was a Faith Woodard. She's not really that tall, but she plays down low, and she caught the ball and kept it high. Most big people that are real tall never do that. So it was a great play by her.
2 shots upcoming. That foul was on Faith Woodard, her 4th. One more at the charity stripe. Callie Queen hits the second. Back to a 9-point lead for the Lady Devils. High pass secured. Shot no. Panthers push. Callie, coast to coast. Callie Queen with the bucket, 45-38. 7-point advantage, 6:02 to go. Swain with the basketball and the lead. It's Marley Hicks. Finds Little John. Little John almost stepped into the backcourt. Feeds underneath. Knocked away. Marley Woodard attacked the hole. She will now be the trigger girl underneath the basket. High pass going to be stolen away. Into the hands of Presley. Presley, aggressive to the hole, couldn't get it to go. Little John running, shot, rolls in eventually. And Trinity Little John gives Swain a 47-38 lead. We've got a whistle and a full timeout on the floor with 5:36 left in the 4th. We'll take a break. Stay with us.
We are Dalton's Christian Bookstore, North Carolina's largest Christian bookstore. We offer a wide range of gifts and apparel. Children will find a world of fun to explore in our interactive kids section. Dalton's has a huge inventory of Christian literature, including Bibles in all translations. Dalton's, your destination for inspiration.
We're back underway. Out of the timeout. Queen dishes. Pie, it's Beatty. Back to Queen. She's open. It's a 3. Medich bounce it around off the mark. Rebound off to Swain. Woodard secures it. Little John going to reset as she holds it. Now kicks it. Corner 3. Off the mark. Little John with the rebound. High pass, out of bounds. A turnover for the Maroon Devils. You go back and look at the stats, and Swain's turned the ball over a bunch, but Panthers just have not been able to convert those turnovers into points. It has been a cold shooting night from beyond the arc. Beatty, front of the iron, no. Rebound, eventually picked up by the Panthers. It's Avery Moffitt will be at the line now after she aggressively went up, couldn't get the bucket, but free throws. will be upcoming. That one is whistled on Joylyn Stillman, her second. It's also the second on Swain, and the free throw is off the mark. Back of the iron. Missed them both. Marley Hicks tracks down the rebound for Swain. Approaching 4.5 left. Hicks gets double teamed. Finds Littlejohn. Littlejohn running, shot off. Rebound, Stillman, no. Avery Moffitt hits the deck, able to get the ball out of there after she secured the rebound. Presley, point blank, no. Panthers with the rebound. Queen can't get it open. Another offensive board. Callie Queen short. Fourth offensive rebound. Counted and one for Avery Moffitt.
Avery Moffitt, she wanted that ball that whole possession. She was calling for it, but she finally got it off the rebound. And good job putting it back in. So when you're a post player, a lot of times, guards are doing their thing, and that's how you get the ball right there. Go get it off the rebound and put it back in.
Gets the shot for the 3-point play. Smiley going to check in for Coach Griffith. The Panthers have cut it to a 6-point advantage, approaching 4 minutes left, as Marley Hicks brings it up. Gives it up. Issues, whistle, and a foul on Franklin. Just the first here in this fourth quarter. Whistled on the Lady Panthers. That one's going against Callie Queen, just her second. 3:56 left. High pass, stolen away. Into the hands of McKenna Plemons. Plemons gives it up to Presley. She can't get the layup underneath. Coast to coast. Rattles off. Fight for the rebound, saved, out of bounds. It'll be off of a Lady Panther. And that's going to stay on the Swain end. Molly Woodard to trigger. Gets it in bounds. And more shots at the free throw line. Carly Tisteski at the charity stripe. Second on Franklin, and that'll be the second whistle on Presley. Tisteski can't hit the first.
6-point game at the moment.
One more. She got it to go. 7-point lead for Swain. And a turnover. Hicks. Fight for it. Jump ball, possession arrow to Franklin. .325 left. Full timeout going to be called by Coach Scott Hartbarger. 3:25 left. It is non-conference ball game. 48-41. Let's talk strategy, Tony, here. Both teams. Obviously, Swain nursing a lead.
Mm-hmm.
Franklin has been behind the 8 ball all night.
Right.
What are both coaches talking about here?
So Coach Hartbarger, right now, he's trying to make sure that they have a plan on offense, because before, like the last couple of possessions, it was kind of in disarray. I don't know what was going on, but Coach Griffin, what he's doing is making sure that on defense they keep up the solid defense and limit the Panthers to one shot. That'll be the biggest thing, because the zone's actually been very, very good by forcing the Lady Panthers to shoot 3-pointers, and that hasn't been working. So, but we'll see this last. And it looks like right now they're coming out, and the Lady Panthers are coming out with a set play against this zone.
Panthers get it up court quickly. Moffitt will be at the line again.
And And that time right there, it was a play designed for Moffitt. She was calling for it the last 3 possessions, and they threw it to her that time, and she's at the free throw line.
Pisateski picks up her 4th. First shot, no good.
See that post 2 feet in the lane right there? Go up strong.
Second shot up and good. 48-42. Faith Woodard going to check in for Swain as we approach 3 minutes to go here in the 4th. Pass knocked around, picked up by Smiley. She is trapped in the corner. Fight for the loose ball, and we've got a whistle and a foul on Franklin. Callie Queen going to pick up the foul. Her 3rd, and then the 3rd whistled on Franklin. 6-point advantage for the Maroon Devils with 3 minutes exactly left. And it goes quickly underneath. Another whistle and another foul.
2 shots from here on out.
On Franklin. Faith Woodard at the line. Let's say she was in the act. Both teams have 4. Avery Moffitt picks up her 2nd. And Faith Woodard misses the 1st. 2:58 to go here in the 4th. Swain searching for their 9th victory. Franklin looking for their 13th victory.
I tell you what, you take away those two those 2 3-pointers at the end of the quarter, this is a tie game.
There's your 6 points.
Correct.
Callie Queen dishes. Moffitt gets double teamed, hits the deck. Tie up, possession arrow Franklin. They had not changed the possession
yes.
on the scores table.
Yes.
And somehow they alerted the officials of that. Now they'll officially switch it. And a turnover. Moffitt. Wild shot. Back at the line is Avery Moffitt. That'll be the 5th on Swain. So with 2:38 left, we'll have a lot of free throws the next 10 or 15 minutes because both teams are over the limit.
Moffitt, she's a very aggressive player. She always has been. You know, the senior, she's the one fighting right now for the Lady Panthers. She's trying her hardest.
One more. Misses them both. My goodness. Molly Woodard brings it up.
Traveling.
Turnover.
So just going off the theme of the last 2 possessions, I believe they're going to throw it into Moffitt. Just
maybe.
Unless someone gets a wide open shot.
Wild guess. Presley leans into it, wouldn't go. Callie Queen gets the rebound. She can't get it to go. Little John comes out quickly with it for Swain. Kicks it into the corner. Little John back out. Tracked down by Marley Woodard. And then her pass is out of bounds. Seven-point advantage for the Maroon Devils. Presley over to Clemens. Now it's Queen into the corner. Moffitt off the glass and good. Avery Moffitt makes it a 49-44. 5-point Swain lead. High pass Woodard. Blocked. Fight. Both bodies collapse. Moffitt getting up gingerly as she was fighting with Woodard. And the call was jump ball, possession arrow, or was there a foul? No, it was a possession arrow, Franklin.
Yes.
So everybody heading back this way like there may be some free throw shots. Queen kicks it out. Now Queen going to attack.
Good pass.
Moffitt. Timeout, Hartbarger. 49-46. Swain County, the 3-point lead.
Patting a timeout after a score.
With a minute 29 left. Both teams now going to talk things over. As this has been the way this game's gone the whole time. It has been very sloppy, a lot of turnovers, a lot of free throws, a lot of fouls for both teams. Some foul trouble for Swain, for sure. But with a minute 29 left, I don't think that's going to become much of a factor.
Right.
We'll see down the stretch here, Tony, with the defense that Coach Hartbarger has implemented. It's been causing some turnovers.
Yes, it has.
That has gotten some extra possessions for the Panthers, and they've been able to cut it to this 3-point lead.
Yes, and one of the main things they've been doing is not shooting three-pointers because, right now I believe they probably made 2 out of probably 30.
Yeah.
So getting the ball down low, and at least they're getting to the free throw line. You're not. You're able to score while the clock is stopped, and it kind of slowed this thing down a little bit.
The Panthers will not pick up in the full court. As out of the timeout, it's Littlejohn and the Maroon Devils. Littlejohn kicks it. It's a 3. Off the mark. Offensive rebound. Another offensive rebound. The third shot up and good. Woodard able to get the bucket. Back to a 5-point edge. Queen will be at the line. Callie Queen with 70 seconds left. Free throw attempts.
Callie Queen right there trying to force the issue. She got some contact.
Smiley picks up her second. But if Franklin's going to come back and win this one, they're going to have to hit free throws. So the first one up and good.
Yes.
Second shot up and good. Back to a 3-point lead for Swain. And a turnover. Pass knocked away and another turnover. It's Hicks. Hicks high off the glass. No. Who's coming out with it? Franklin. Presley dishes. Nice defense by Littlejohn and a jump ball. Possession arrow Swain.
A lot of up and down action.
The issue you got now is Gotta calls a turnover. Do you foul? Woodard will be fouled. And Marley Woodard will be at the line for 2 shots. Both teams over the limit. Double bonus. The last 33 seconds. That one's going against Avery Moffitt, her third. First one up and good, and that's the big one.
Yes.
That was a huge turnover on the Panthers' end, as you just saw. She hits them both. Molly Woodard gives Swain a 5-point lead. 30 seconds left. High pass, knocked away, and Littlejohn's coming out with it. We got a whistle and a timeout, Swain. 24.8 seconds left. Swain County with a 5-point lead.
I can tell you right now, I wouldn't have called that timeout. I would have let her go make the layup, then call the timeout. Just because right there in the momentum, right now the defense has a chance to set up, and you know, you could turn it over right here, and then they come down, score, and then, you know, it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, layup there. That's the
layup
dagger.
7, yes.
Go up 7 with under 20 seconds left.
And that would force Franklin to come down and shoot threes, which they haven't made, you know, tonight. So, you know, that would have been a better bet right there.
53-48. Final few seconds of the girls' varsity. Fans stick around between games. We'll have an interview with Doug Clemens, and we'll get you set for the boys' varsity, which should be a good one. So Swain will have possession out of the timeout. And obviously, if you're Franklin, you're defensing for a steal on the inbound.
Correct.
Little John gets it in. Nice inbounds plays. Blocked from behind. Fight for it. Jump ball. Possession arrow Franklin. So 20.8 seconds left. That's as good as a turnover.
Yes. That's why you let her go in and make the basket.
Well, roll it up. Callie Queen in the front court when she secures it. Clemens, high pass. Queen, a three. Off the mark. Rebound, Avery Moffitt. And she'll be back at the line for a couple. She only got 10 seconds left. A lot of time drained off the clock. Callie Queen had an open look, but they have not been falling for the Lady Panthers from downtown.
No, they haven't.
Foul, by the way, was on Faith Woodard. That's her fifth. She takes a seat as Moffitt misses the first. Second, air ball. It'll be Swain possession. And when you look at the stat column, as Hartbarger wants a timeout, if you're Scott, you look at the stat column and it's free throws at this point.
Yes.
You haven't been hitting from three, but you've gotten a ton of opportunities at the free throw line.
Correct.
And what does free mean? No defense.
Yes,
but
right
you have
there.
not been able to hit them.
Yeah, and then, it's one of those things. It's one of those things that you tell you have youngsters they work on, but once you get into the pressure situation of doing it in front of everybody, but to Moffitt's, she's actually been still going hard.
Absolutely.
Because usually what tends to happen is if you miss like two or three, you shy away from it, shy away from contact. Avery, she's been going at it hard, like she still wants to get to the free throw line and still try to get this thing done.
53-48. 5-point lead for the Maroon Devils. As they're still talking things over, Panthers are ready defensively.
Yeah, and the Maroon Devils, they came out, with their hair on fire just because last night they only scored 19 points. They scored 19 points, so they came out, ready to go play.
And that loss to Cherokee. And it goes wide open as Woodard. She's going to have to be fouled quickly, and she is. So a chance for Woodard to head to the line and pretty much put a dagger in the hearts of the Lady Panthers. She can hit both. Go up 7. Woodard hits the first. One more for Molly. And she can't hit the second. 6-point lead. 5 seconds left. Queen got it. Too little, too late. That'll do it. The Maroon Devils shock the Panthers at home. 54-51. The Lady Devils head to 9-12 overall, and Franklin drops to 12-10 overall. And the next game is against the conference-leading West Henderson Falcons on senior night coming up Friday night. And we'll have that ball game right here on the Franklin Panthers Sports Network's YouTube and Facebook page. Here come the Maroon Devils onto the floor. We're going to chat with Coach Doug Clemens here in just a few moments. But quickly, let's wrap up this girls game, Tony. A 3-point loss, disappointing.
Yes.
But after a kind of a very draining, I would say, ball game last night when you fell behind early, had to come all the way back. That takes a lot of energy out of you. And you could really tell the legs were not under the Panthers early on in this one.
Yes, and then, they won and not playing a team you don't really know. And the Maroon Devils came out, like I said, with their hair on fire. And they were ready. They were ready. They wanted to avenge like a 60-point loss. So when you have those two different things happening, and then the Lady Panthers might have even been thinking about West.
Sure.
Because they're number one and they play them on Friday. So sometimes like that you get into that trap game. You just kind of have to you have to find your own motivation and win the game. Kind of like because Avery Moffitt she played like she wanted to win the game. So they'll get it together and hopefully they'll have a better showing on Friday
night. 54-51 the final. All right, we'll take a break. Coach Doug Clemens is coming up right after this. Hey fans, George Young now joined with Doug Clemens, boys varsity head coach. A couple of games since last time we talked to you. And then tonight it's a non-conference affair with Swain County. We'll talk about the Maroon Devils here in just a moment, Coach. But let's head back to Friday and another thriller here at the Panther Den. Back-to-back thrillers. Unfortunately came up on the short end of things in overtime. Something that these two teams have done for the past couple of years, a couple of times. A lot of back and forth battles between North Henderson and Franklin. And then last night, North Henderson beat East Henderson 50-47, another low-scoring game. Coach, I thought that we were going to steal one when Max drove in, got fouled, went to the line to take the lead. It was tied at 46. Went to overtime, and it just seemed like in that overtime period against North Henderson, just couldn't get going offensively.
Yes, you mentioned missed free throws. There's a couple of things that probably dealt with the outcome. One was the free throw percentage, not just Max's, but the entire team. It's a little bit of a dilemma for us because, generally we're a pretty good shooting basketball team, but seems like, free throws have been kind of a problem for us, and we work on it, and the kids in practice make them at a high percentage, but of course when that pressure adds to it, then turnovers, this is one of the better ball handling teams that I've ever had. We average less than 10 turnovers a game, which for high school kids is really low. The other night against North, I think we had 14, and some timely turnovers too, in the late part of the fourth quarter and then in overtime. So those two factors were probably the biggest factors. We were really matched up well with size, talent. We had them over third place, and we felt like we had a chance to win that game, but they let it get away from us. So, they're a good team. Talent-wise, starting five, I think they have as much talent as anybody in the conference. And so we hope we're going to get another shot at them, maybe down in the tournament or something.
And then last night, Coach, another exciting win for you guys, dominating performance against Smoky Mountain, kind of overshadowed by the fact that Max McClure set the all-time single-game scoring record at 47. He's had a tremendous career, and he's just a junior, Coach, so you're going to have him back next year. You still got a shot at 1,000 points this season, and we were talking before we came on. It's discrepancy about 20 or 30 points, and we're trying to nail down exactly how many he's short. But he's close and still got 3 or 4 games left, depending on how far you go in the tournament and, of course, the state playoffs. Talk about the win last night.
Good win. Obviously Smoky Mountain is our, close rival just across the mountain. And so, we went over there and kind of like the game we played them at our place, it started off kind of slow, and then right before halftime, we hit a little spurt and then came back to start the second half and really got after it, got some breakaway baskets. And then, of course, Max only had 17 at halftime. And so he scored 30 in the second half. So obviously he carried our offense pretty much by himself. But we all know that doesn't happen. Normally someone has to pass him the ball and get him the ball and that sort of thing. So we were proud of him, proud of the win. Smokey's been playing better. They've been playing some of the better teams in our conference, closer. And so we knew it was going to be a tough game. It always is when we play them. So proud of our team for the win, proud of Max, very deserving. He's really put a lot of time into his basketball, and it's good to see him, be able to do that.
And tonight, Coach, it's a non-conference game, the final non-conference game until you're in the state tournament coming up in a few weeks. It's Swain County, a team that usually we play each and every year. Tonight, Swain comes in at 15-5. They've got a great record, but the team that Franklin won against last night, Smoky Mountain, beat them earlier in the season. What have you seen out of this Swain team? What do you expect tonight?
It'll be a tough game. They had a tough game last night, too. They played at Cherokee, and, of course, that's their rival. So, we're looking for a hard-fought game. We do not match up well size-wise. They've got a big team. They've got a couple of kids that are, one kid that's about 6'5", another kid that's about 6'3" and weighs about 260, big football player, and they're fairly athletic. So we were able to beat them at their place, I think it was right before Christmas, but was a good game. And like you say, they've been playing really good basketball. They've beaten some teams that have beaten us. They beat Andrews, which beat us, right after Christmas. So we expect it to be another really good game. Looking forward to it. The kids are excited. This is a game that's been rescheduled. We were supposed to play them a couple of weeks ago and got some snow and had to work around the schedule. But glad to be able to get it in and play against a quality team. Always better for our team.
Well, as always, Coach, good luck tonight, and we'll talk to you in a couple of days for senior night.
Okay, thank you.
That's head coach Doug Clemens. Fans, stay with us. More to come. Welcome back as we get set for the boys varsity. Just about ready for the starting lineups to be introduced. These two teams, as you just heard, met back on December 2nd, 73-60. The Franklin Panthers able to come out victorious in Bryson City. Swain comes in at 15-6. They lost to Cherokee last night. Franklin beat Smoky Mountain last night, and they are now 14-7. All right, let's head down for the starting lineups.
No. Panther fans, Maroon Devil fans, welcome to the Panther Den for tonight's varsity boys matchup. First, the starting lineup for the Swain Maroon Devils. Number 2, Josh Collins. Number 11, Drew Cody. Number 13, Josiah Glaspie. Number 20, Jaden Wade. And number 55, Drew Skaggs. Panthers go lights out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fans, get on your feet for tonight's starting lineup. At guard, number 2, Braylon Desarn. At guard, number 3, Max McClure. At forward, number 12, Reed Raby. At guard, number 23, William Rowers. At center, number 32, Braden Hervey.
That's the starting lineups for both teams. Of course,
Yes.
Franklin under the direction of Doug Clemens and Swain County under the direction of Scotty McMahon. And we'll get the lights back on and we'll get this one underway. As you heard Coach Doug Clemens talking about, Franklin does not match up well size-wise with the Maroon Devils.
Right.
It's going to be Braden Hervey jumping center against Josiah Glaspie.
And before we get started, I just want to just give a shout out to Max McClure for that 47-point ball game he had last night. That's impressive. A lot of people can't do that standing in the gym by themselves. So that's pretty impressive.
We'll see if the hot shooting for Max continues in this one as we are underway. We'll talk about that throughout. And a turnover. It's Desarn giving it up. Reed Raby now over Rowers. Fade away off the mark. And the Maroon Devils will come down with the rebound.
One too many passes right there. Reed Raby should have went up with that one.
Drew Cody with it. He'll give it up to Josh Collins up high, guarded by Reed Raby. Swing it over to Glaspie. Glaspie directing traffic now. Collins got to find a cutting Cody that he shoved from behind. And we'll see Drew Cody head to the line for a couple of shots here as Braylon Desarn picks up his first and the team's first. And Drew Cody hits the first. The sophomore will have one more. He gets them both. It's McClure. I'll call out the offense for Coach Clemens as we approach 7 minutes left. Opening quarter. Glad you're with us. We are just a minute before 8 o'clock. On time tonight for the boys varsity. It's Desarn. Open. Thought about it. Gave it up. Reed Raby, 3. That one's off the mark. Hervey fights underneath. He had it briefly, and they'll say it was off of a Maroon Devil. Rowers gets stopped as he penetrated. McClure gives it up. Now into the paint. Back out McClure. McClure gets fouled. Can't get the roll. McClure will be at the line for 2 shots as Josh Collins will pick up the foul. That'll be his first. Max McClure, it has been much publicized. We talked about it with Doug. He just mentioned it. 47 points last night. Set the single game record for points in a ball game.
Yes, and he went 6 for 11 from the free throw line. If he would have made some more of those, he would have had 50.
And he misses the second. Long rebound picked up. It's Swain. Down court, Josh Collins will be fouled. Drew Cody drove in, got it stripped. Collins picked it up, goes up. It'll be Collins that was not in the act of shooting, they'll say. Just on the floor. That'll be Desarn's second team foul. Collins fadeaway, off the mark. Rebound Skaggs. He goes up, wouldn't fall. Rebound Hervey. He comes out with it and quickly gives it into the corner. Desarn thought about it. It's Reed Raby now. Rowers. Desarn's open. It's a 3. Off the mark, Collins with the rebound. The previous single game scoring record was held by 2 individuals. Gillespie has it down low, spins, shoots, got it. Ronnie Ledford and Randy Higdon both scored 45 points.
Oh, nice.
So they held the record until last night. Corner 3 for Reed Raby off the mark. Collins across that timeline. Boys team following in the footsteps of the girls team, jacking threes, and they're not falling.
Yes, they need to make sure they get the ball inside whenever the chance they get.
Skaggs goes up, partially blocked. It's Herbie coming down with it. McClure will back it out. Give it up to Desarn into the corner. Reed Raby's open. It's short. Fight for it. Out of bounds. Last touch by Swain. And now there's some debate about exactly how many points Max has got in his career. As McClure goes in, short with the shot, and a board off to Skaggs. Doug Clemens sorted a bunch of papers and stat sheets this morning. He had a number. Max Preps has a number, which we publicized on our YouTube and Instagram pages, or Facebook and Instagram pages. We got a turnover. Max Preps says that he's 58 points short. Doug Clemens says that he has 912 total points, short of 1,000. 912. We're looking at the 1,000 mark. And now being told that there's another number that's floating out there of 933. So we don't know where he falls. Either way, whatever. It's very impressive. Josh Collins gets the bucket, and Swain up now 6-1. Whatever they determine is the exact number of points. The fact still remains, since we've got a whistle here. Not exactly sure why they stopped play. Oh, we're going to get some subs in, as they didn't blow the whistle before they put the ball in play. Either way, Max McClure has a shot at 1,000 points.
Yes, this season.
Depending on how the last 3 games. There's guaranteed 3 games left in the season. Tonight, Friday night, and the next Friday. After that, most likely you'll be in the state playoffs, obviously, but nothing's guaranteed. Corner 3, up and good. There he is, Noah Blanton off the bench. And, he was a spark plug in that game against North Henderson.
Yes, he made several three-pointers.
Brannon breaks the lid off of that bucket from beyond the arc. It's Jaden Wade for the Maroon Devils to make it an 8-5 Maroon Devil advantage. It's Max McClure with it. Now Desarn attacks, leans, hits the deck. Wanted the call, didn't get it. It's Gillespie with the rebound. Swain attacks. Side Gillespie, he'll give it up. Skaggs up high. Over to Lambert. Gillespie spins and shoots. Wouldn't go. Panthers pushing. William Rowers will be at the line. Rowers got the contact, couldn't get the bucket. That'll be the second team foul on Swain. And it's going against Josiah Gillespie. The senior picks up his first. 2 shots for William. Can't hit. Missed them both. Herbie grabs an offensive rebound, kicks it out to Rowers. Desarn at the free throw line. Nice touch.
Good shot right there. Not to bring it in too far where you'd be guarded and get an open shot.
2-point advantage for the Maroon Devils. Wade holds it high, gives it up. Lambert. Now over to Skaggs. Bounce pass, baseline jumper. Jaden Wade. The junior with the J. 10-6, 4-point advantage. Swain it's Rowers driving in, kicking it. His arm was open. It's Brandon, wide open. He didn't even hit the rim.
Yeah.
He was too wide open that time. Cody issues. Somehow secures it. Finds Skaggs. Off the glass. It's Drew Skaggs with the bucket. 12-6. McClure finds DeZarn. He's open three. Braylon DeZarn from downtown. 12-9. 3-point edge for Swain. Drew Cody. Finds Lambert. Now over to Wade. Wade picks up his dribble. Finds Cody. Cody gets stripped. Out of bounds. Last touched by Hervey and the Panthers. They'll stay with the Maroon Devils. Josh Collins going to check in as Connor Lambert takes a seat. Coach Scotty McMahon. Inbounds pass. Josiah Glaspie.
And right there, you see what Coach Plymouth was talking about, the matchup problems. Because right there, Glaspie, he catches it right here. He just spins, catches it, and puts it up. There was nothing complex about that at all.
Caught the defense sleeping.
Yes.
Glaspie, and one. Third foul on Franklin. Rowers picks it up. And he gets the old-fashioned three-point play. 15-9. 6-point lead for the Maroon Devils. It's DeZarn into the corner, and it's going to be dribbled out of bounds by Noah Brandon. Minute 51 left here in the first. Again, if you just joined us, these two teams played last night. Swain played Cherokee, and Franklin played Smoky Mountain and Silva. And the Maroon Devils played Cherokee in Cherokee. Both road games for these two. But luckily, not very far. Not the same distance for both Swain and Franklin. Fight for it. Good gracious. DeZarn comes out with it. DeZarn, wild shot, rimmed out. Minute left here in the quarter. High pass, Hervey secures it. That's a turnover for the Maroon Devils. 49 seconds left. Rowers back out. It's McClure, three. That one is short. Cody fights for position. Wouldn't go. Rowers feeds up court. DeZarn partially blocked. McClure grabbed the rebound. But they'll wave it off as they called a foul. Evelson DeZarn to the line. I believe that one's on Cody. It'll be his second.
This has been an interesting game so far.
Sure has.
Not what I expected.
I'll give that one to Josh Collins. That'll be his first. DeZarn hits the first at the charity stripe. Rowers takes a seat for Clemens as Reed Raby checks back in. Also can get Attic Sutton into the game for the Panthers. So Malachi Cochran has checked in for Coach Scotty McMahon and the Maroon Devils. One more at the free throw line. DeZarn hits. 24.6 seconds left. Josh Collins into the front court. Feeds Glaspie. He gets double teamed, spins and shoots and hits.
Good take right there by Glaspie.
DeZarn with 5 seconds. Picks up his dribble. High pass. Stolen away at the buzzer.
I was about to say, oh no.
Josh Collins can't hit. 17-11, 6-point lead for the Maroon Devils after the first quarter. We'll take a break. Stay with us.
We are Dalton's Christian Bookstore, North Carolina's largest Christian bookstore. We offer a wide range of gifts and apparel. Children will find a world of fun to explore in our interactive kids section. Dalton's has a huge inventory of Christian literature, including Bibles in all translations. Dalton's, your destination for inspiration. Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook.
Second quarter set to begin at the Panther Den of this non-conference ball game tonight. Final non-conference game of the season. Of course, the regular season ends on Friday. Reed Raby three. Off the mark. Rebound Cody, and Swain attacks. Now it's Josh Collins finding Glaspie. Glaspie gets position and gets the bucket. We got a whistle. We've got a timeout. Coach Doug Clement wants to talk things over.
Yes.
30-second timeout, trailing 8, 7:33 to go here in the second. I mentioned that the regular season finale is Friday. Here's the schedule. Swain tonight, west of the tournament begins. Talked about it in the girls game. Here's the Mountain 7 conference standings. You see there a tie at the top. East and West as North beat East last night, 50-47. Familiar score.
Mm-hmm.
We're back to action.
And I believe West, they lost too, because I saw Max Preps that both were 8-3.
Oh, really?
Yes.
They must have not updated it quickly. When I updated it this morning, 3 from the corner, McClure hits. Glaspie down low. Won't fall. Offensive rebound, Jaden Wade, and he gets fouled. That'll be the first whistle on Franklin here in this second quarter. It'll be the first and the second on Max McClure. But Collins has it up top. It's Josh Collins. And he'll give it up to Cody. Cody trying to get position. He'll kick it out. Josh Collins. Lambert picks it up, gives it up. Wade. Blocked in the paint. McClure comes out with it quickly.
Good pass.
DeZarn 3. Off the mark, short, long board. Noah Brannon. Back it goes to Braden Hervey. Or check that, Braylon DeZarn. And DeZarn will get fouled in the paint. And it'll send DeZarn to the line for a couple of shots. That'll be the first whistled on Swain County here in the second quarter. Josiah Glaspie picks up the foul. It's his second. And DeZarn hits the first. And can't hit the second. Fight for the rebound. Drew Skaggs will secure it. Quickly up court it goes. (21-15). Swain County back to a 6-point edge. Braylon DeZarn kick it into the corner. Brannon 3. Got it. Noah Brannon deep in that left pocket.
Yes. 2 for 3 right now.
I just noticed it. I was wondering why he wasn't in the lineup for Swain County. And senior starters, Reese Winchester, quarterback for the Maroon Devils, on the football field. He's got a boot on over there. He's not playing tonight. We've got a foul and more shots upcoming. That'll be the second on Franklin and the first on Noah Brannon. Collins can't hit the first. One more for Josh Collins. He'll hit the second. The senior Josh Collins able to hit 1 out of 2 for the free throw line. Attic Sutton brings it across that timeline. Picks up his dribble. Kicks it. Brannon, corner 3. Off the mark. Couldn't hit that time. Fight for it. We've got
it was a foul.
A foul, and we've got another official saying jump ball.
Yeah, but before the foul, it actually should have been a travel because they were both on the same team that had the ball. That jump ball that the one official was calling, it was actually a travel.
Here we go.
Yeah, you'll see it right here.
You be the judge at home.
These two guys, they're both on the same team. So if they move their feet, it's a travel. And then the foul happened.
Foul was on Jacob Gibson, his first. Jacob just checked in. Collins for 3, short, partially blocked, I believe.
Blocked.
I thought it was blocked too.
It definitely was blocked.
They're going to say it was just short. It'll be Panther basketball. (22-18). Swain has led the entire way as we're under 5 minutes left. Another turnover. 2 shots upcoming for Drew Cody. So Attic Sutton going to pick up the foul.
Good anticipation right there by Drew Cody to jump in that passing lane and cause that deflection to go down and possibly make 2 free throws.
And he hits the first. Drew Cody hits the second. So Rower's going to come back into the ball game as Sutton takes a seat. 24-18. Noah Brannon for the right side. Got it. Noah Brannon has single-handedly kept the Panthers within striking distance in this first half.
Shooters shoot.
Josh Collins with it for the Maroon Devils. They'll kick it over to Jaden Wade. Now Wade get a feed. Skaggs kicks. Collins 3. Rebound picked up. Jacob Gibson. Panthers push up court. And saved out of bounds into the hands of Josh Collins. Now Swain pushes up court and through the hands of Jaden Wade. Student section giving him heck. Right below us. 3:55 left in the second. Lazarn gives it up to Noah Brannon. Approaching 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go. McClure leans into it at the free throw line. Max McClure cuts that Maroon Devil lead to just 1. 24-23. Cody, deep 3. Nothing but net. Drew Cody, the sophomore from downtown. Desarn, methodically slowing it down, calling out the offense. It's McClure from the right side, an air ball. Laspy, coast to coast, short. Rebound, Brannon. Allen, Desarn gives it up. Jacob Gibson lost his shoe.
Came out of shoe. Playing so hard to come out the shoe. Good pass right there by Braylon Desarn.
Connor Lambert checks in. Here's the replay. We've got that end zone shot, I like to call it, and we've got another camera on the other side, but it's not working. We can't figure out why. And it's so far up, mounted, we have to get either a scissor lift or a giant ladder. Desarn, circus shot, got it to go. Tied at 27. Partially blocked. Skaggs fights for it. And he's the last to touch it. Desarn swings it. Rowers to the hole. Rowers got the roll.
Good take right there by Rowers to finish through contact.
And if Panthers have taken the lead the first time in this ball game at 29-27. And at 50 left. Skaggs kicks it. It's Collins back to Skaggs. Getting position. Skaggs gets the roll.
Good defense right there. I mean, good defense, better offense.
Yep. Got position.
Yes.
90 seconds to go here in the first half. Rowers lost control. Gibson with the rebound, then he lost it. Now fight for it. Rowers comes out with it, and a late whistle. A lot of contact.
Yeah, a whole lot of contact.
Last touch going against Swain. That one's going to go against Collins. That's his third, so that's big. The senior Josh Collins going to take a seat. In for him, Malachi Cochran. That was the second team foul on Swain. So no shots. Tied at 29. McClure. To the hole. Got hit in the head. Both these two teams are going to sleep well tonight.
Yes, they are. Back-to-back games.
Last night and a long night tonight. And obviously both teams have games Friday, so in conference.
Yep, in conference.
We'll have to rest up and then get ready.
I'm surprised I haven't seen more subs by both teams.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, it's just been so close. I think both coaches don't want to mess something up and get down too much.
Yeah.
Almost a steal. Cochran gives it up. Skaggs spins, shoots, no.
Good defense right there by Jacob Gibson.
Partially blocked. Brannon. Glassby with the rebound. Swain a chance to take the lead. 32 seconds left. First half, we've got a whistle, and we've got a timeout call by Scotty McMahon. And the Maroon Devils, they want to talk it over. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, 28.7 seconds left.
I can tell you one thing right now, that the Franklin Panthers, they look out of sorts right now. Looks like, I don't know what's going on, but it looked like they're out of sorts. People, there's a lot of individual shots going up right now. Not sure. I'm just stating the obvious. Because, when they pass the ball to each other, to the open man, and the open man takes a shot, everything looks good. Right now, it's like there's a lot of people jumping around trying, saying they're open, and they're not getting the ball. So, that's one reason that the Panthers aren't doing as well as they think they should be doing.
Jacob Gibson swats that one out of bounds. Swain resets, 24.9 to go.
Ooh, good play.
Gibson going to get called for the foul. Malachi Cochran will be at the line. Third whistled on Franklin. Check that, the fifth whistled on Franklin. So shots the rest of this first half for Swain. And Cochran gets the first, and we are knotted up at 30 apiece. He hits the second. Braylon DeZarn finds McClure, who leans into it, and McClure gives the Panthers a 1-point edge. Cody's shot, no, and that's going to do it for the first half. Halftime, 32-31 the score. Franklin, who trailed pretty much the entire first half, heads into the locker room with a 1-point lead, 32-31. And both teams will talk it over. And we'll get the third quarter underway here in just a few moments. So we'll take a break here, fans. And we'll come back and analyze that first half, get you set for the beginning of the third quarter here in just a few moments.
My name is Jonah Brandt, and I'm from Franklin High School. I'm a sophomore, and I'm on the swim and dive team. And last year I made it third in state for diving. My personal goals for this year is to win state for diving, and then try and break the record for school. So I don't really have any goals for after high school, but I know that I want to swim or dive for a college team, and then probably major in for aviation. So I've known Mr. McHugh for a long time. For dive practices, we have to go all the way to Asheville. It's about an hour drive. We would usually go Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and we would just talk about how the team does, personal life too. But it just meant a lot to me that I get to hang out with my coach.
Dalton's Christian Bookstore, North Carolina's largest Christian bookstore. We offer a wide range of gifts and apparel. Children will find a world of fun to explore in our interactive kids section. Dalton's has a huge inventory of Christian literature, including Bibles in all translations. Dalton's, your destination for inspiration.
Welcome back, fans. We've got about 5 minutes until we'll get to third quarter action. Franklin with a 1-point lead at 32-31. The half-court shooting contest is happening. George Young, Tony Christie, glad that you are with us on this Wednesday night of hoops. It was really a first half that was dominated by Swain County, at least in that first quarter, beginning to the middle part of the second quarter. Franklin found some offense. Really, Noah Brandon was some threes in the corner and really kept themselves in the ball game and able late to hit some free throws and then go to the locker room with a 1-point lead.
Yes, and it was interesting because the matchup problems, you saw him. You saw him. They were like plain as day. The matchup problems, especially with Glaspie. He's posting whoever he has up, and it doesn't look like it from probably on TV, but he's raising up and he's way above everyone. He's a very athletic player, and he's been able to have a soft touch and get it down low. Now on the other side, the Panthers just haven't been able to get it down low. Either by the drive or by passing down to get inside, get some points in the paint. And that right there, you're going to need that because if you saw in that girls' game, they didn't get that many points in the paint, and that's why they end up losing by 5 points or 3 points.
32-31 here at the break. We'll take another break here, and we'll come back, and we'll tip off the third quarter in just a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back. 32-31. Time is ticking off the halftime clock, and the Panthers just coming out of the locker room. Swain's been out for a while, and we'll get this Third quarter underway with the Panthers holding a 1-point edge over the Maroon Devils, who come in at 15-6. They're 9-3 in the Smoky Mountain Conference, and Franklin 14-7 overall, 7-4 in the Mountain 7 Conference. And the final regular season night basketball is coming up on Friday. We'll look at the schedule really quick before we get to third quarter action. Friday, the senior night festivities against West Henderson, and the tournament begins next Friday against opponent to be determined. All right, we're ready. 8 minutes up on the scoreboard clock in the third quarter. We'll see the Swain County Maroon Devils having the opening possession.
And the Panthers come out in the 1-3-1.
It's Glaspie up high, feeding baseline. Out of bounds. It's going to be Panther basketball. Desarn over to Rowers. Pulls up. Got it. William Rowers with a bucket. Panthers extend the lead at 34-31. Glaspie gets stopped by Rowers. Gets double teamed. Kicks it into the corner. They're going to feed underneath it. Skaggs gets position.
If they're going to let that ball get down there to Skaggs, he's going to take his time and score a lot of points tonight.
Drew Skaggs, center, sophomore. McClure, free throw line, wouldn't go. Collins with it. Over to Glaspie. Glaspie, nice pass underneath and a foul. As the shot wouldn't go for Drew Cody.
Good pass and good cut by Cody.
Cody will be at the line for a couple. First foul whistled on either team. It's the first on Franklin and the first on Reed Raby. Cody hits the first. Cody's been very good at the free throw line tonight.
Yes, he has.
One more opportunity. Try to give Swain the lead, and he does. Rowers. Desarn now. Passed up a three. Rowers going to attempt. Can't hit. Rebound Reed Raby. He'll push it out. Find McClure in the paint. Partially blocked. Got his own rebound briefly, and then it's off of Josiah Glaspie out of bounds as he was trying to secure it. It'll stay with Franklin. Catch and shoot. Reed Raby. Short. Josh Collins comes down with the board. McClure off the glass.
And that was one of the things about last night. McClure had 47 points, but he had 7 steals as well.
Converted that steal into a bucket. Hervey going to get caught over the back.
That's an easy call right there. You just, that far away from the basket, just let him catch it.
Second whistled on Franklin. But Hervey just has one so far in this ball game. He's been in foul trouble in the games that we have covered here as of late, early in the game. Almost another steal. McClure pleading his case with the official. And it is a steal. It's Hervey with it.
Good pass.
Desarn off the glass. Cody in the front court. Quick passing. Glaspie open. Jumper good from the baseline. Cy Glaspie, the senior, gets the J to cut it to a 1-point edge for the Panthers. Desarn open three. Hervey with the offensive board. Caught under the basket, able to get it out. Desarn thought about it. Raby's open. It's a three. In and out. Josh Collins up court. Collins split a couple of defenders, and it was knocked away from him. Who did he get the foul? Is it? It's going to go against Desarn. Okay. He got more body than William Rowers. Noah Brannon checks in. Raby takes a seat. And a turnover on the inbounds pass. Desarn.
Good steal right there by Braylon Desarn.
Coach Drew Cody against two defenders, couldn't get it. But the second shot, the offensive board drew Skaggs, and Skaggs able to get it. Back to a 1-point edge. Desarn leans into it. He hits the front of the iron. Swain pushes it up court. Collins gives Swain the lead. Josh Collins with the bucket. It's a 41-40 now. Maroon Devil advantage with 4:23 left in the third. 30-second timeout on the floor. Doug Clemens again calls timeout, talks things over. These two teams have really gone back and forth for about 2 quarters now.
Yes.
Looks like it's going to end up being a nip and tuck ball game the rest of the way.
Yes, it does.
We've seen that before.
Yeah.
Here at the Panther Den. It's going to be Panthers with the possession. Out of the timeout. McClure on the dribble. Kicks it. Noah Brannon. Back of the iron. Rebound. Picked up. William Rowers. He gets caught up. Backs it out. Now going to attack. Rowers. Can't get the bucket, but he was fouled. So it'll be William Rowers for 2 at the free throw line. He'll try to give the Panthers a lead again. Fouls on Skaggs, just his first. Rowers can't hit the first. For a big man, Skaggs with just 1 foul is impressive.
Yes.
Hervey takes a seat as Gibson checks in. Second shot good. We're tied at 41. 4 minutes left. Collins feeds up court. Kick it. Wade. Now over to Collins, 3. Off the mark. Take that to Cody, 3. Fight for the rebound. Out of bounds. It's to Franklin.
Good hustle right there by Noah Brannon. Just couldn't come up with it.
3:47 with a moving clock, third quarter. McClure pulls up, short. Drew Cody fires a pass. That is eventually picked up by the Panthers. Rowers open.
Yeah, good pass right there by Noah Brannon. Good hustle by all the Panthers right there.
The fact nobody got hurt is surprising.
Yes.
Cody shot partially blocked. Long rebound. Collins. Corner 3. Desarn missed the shot. Didn't follow through.
Yeah.
Gillespie into the front court. Collins slowing it down. Both teams really look tired at this point. The playing last night is Wade spins and shoots and hits.
Nice turnaround by Wade.
Jaden Wade with a bucket. 43-43. McClure weaving his way. Gillespie. Whistle and a foul on Gibson. Look at Gibson will pick up the foul. And that'll be the 4th on Franklin. Say that Gillespie was in the act of shooting. Gibson picks up his 3rd. Couple of shots for Josiah Gillespie. Gillespie able to hit the first.
I'll tell you what, he's been able to make some free throws. He made some turnaround jump shots. You know, he plays under control.
.2:15 left. Gillespie taking an extra dribble. He hits the second. Haddock Sutton comes in for Gibson for the Panthers. He'll trigger. Sutton calls out the offense. Now it's Rowers. Rowers open three. Got it. William Rowers from downtown. Collins gives it up to Cody. Goes back to Collins. 1:46 left. Underneath it's Wade.
And from our angle, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, it's wide open. That was wide open because you saw the guy come in. But you see they have a pretty good game plan against that 1-3-1.
Noah Brandon kicks. Desarn drives in, backs it out. Noah Brandon is open. It's a corner three. Couldn't hit. Wade with the board. Swain with the lead in the basketball. 70 seconds left in the third. Collins finds Cody. Now it's Wade. Bounce pass. Nifty underneath. Drew Cody with the bucket. 49-46. Swain with the advantage by 3. 50 seconds left. Noah Brandon finds Desarn. He approached 40 on the clock. Brandon open. Jumper just inside the three-point line. And we've got a whistle and we've got a timeout. 35.8 seconds left. Full timeout called by Coach Doug Clemens. Tonight, they are honoring Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month here at the Panther Den. I've seen this flyer up on Facebook, and they've got a table here. We've got some folks dressed in orange, got some orange balloons. .49-48, Swain County by just a point. With 35.8 left, third quarter. Fans, we invite you to join us on Friday as it's the final night of the regular season for the Panthers. Senior night, West Henderson will be in town. Coach Tom Raby basketball court. We'll have it right here on YouTube and Facebook. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram, like our Facebook page. Make sure the bell has been clicked on to get notifications. Couple of rebounds underneath, and Wade able to get the bucket. Jaden Wade extends that Maroon Devil lead.
Now the Maroon Devils come out in a 2-3 zone.
And a turnover.
Yes.
Sutton has his pocket picked. Fight for it underneath. At the buzzer. That'll do it. Third quarter in the books. 3-point lead for the Swain Maroon Devils as we head to break.
We are Dalton's Christian Bookstore, North Carolina's largest Christian bookstore. We offer a wide range of gifts and apparel. Children will find a world of fun to explore in our interactive kids section. Dalton's has a huge inventory of Christian literature, including Bibles in all translations. Dalton's, your destination for inspiration. Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram. a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook.
Fourth quarter just about ready to begin here. 51-48, Maroon Devil lead. It's the Panthers with the opening possession here in the fourth.
Maroon Devils come out in that same 2-3 zone.
And it'll be a tie-up. Possession arrow is going to go to Swain.
And I waited until the fourth quarter. But did anybody see that UNC game last night?
Yeah, I caught a little bit of it.
Okay, I just want to make sure, throw it out there for any of the UNC fans that, they took a L. And
weren't the Tar Heels ranked what? Third?
Yeah. Third, yes.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
At home too.
Correct.
Second ever.
I waited to the fourth quarter to say it.
Oh man! But I tell you, a lot of Clemson fans, including yourself and myself, they were sweating late in that ball game. McClure for three in the corner, especially under, I think it was about 30 seconds left maybe. And Clemson turned it over, just threw it away.
Oh, I've been in that game, in that gym so many times that, I saw it going bad. So
yeah, I was like, oh, no, here we go. I was waiting for the three to go up. And
oh, my goodness.
And we're heading the other way.
There you go.
Drew Skaggs. We had called the player control foul, offensive.
And that was a good anticipation by Noah Brandon to step up and know that the charge was coming. He stood right there, took his ground.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And took it.
Maddox Sutton picks up his dribble, finds Rowers. Rowers a deep three. Board secured by Lambert in the corner. And the Maroon Devils chance to take the lead once again. 6:35 left. Collins. High pass. It's Glaspie. Deep. Stepped on the baseline. That'll be a turnover for the Maroon Devils.
Looks like the Maroon Devils actually in a triangle and two.
DeZarn kicks it. Noah Brandon. Over to Sutton. Back to Brandon. In the corner, falling out of bounds. DeZarn couldn't get it from downtown. Collins leans, count it, and one.
Yeah, that triangle and two is really giving the Panthers some problems. Right here, avoids the charge, goes into Brandon, and finishes. Yeah, but that triangle and two, when you're in, sometimes those little junk defenses come out there. You have to, if you're one of the people being guarded, one of the best things you can do is go set screens. If you go set screen, that makes two people setting the screen.
DeZarn kicks it. Two opportunities. McClure with the long jumper. Ties it at 53. Another rival game for Swain County coming up on Friday in Smoky Mountain Conference play. As they'll take on Robbinsville and Bryson City. Here comes McClure. Out to Braylon DeZarn. 3 no. Rebound McClure. And we've got a foul over the back on Josh Collins. And Swain County will round out the regular season next Tuesday against Andrews. That'll also be at home, so back-to-back home games upcoming for the Maroon Devils. Sutton in the corner, going to dribble out. Brandon gets position. Can't hit the shot. 53-53 as we approach 5 minutes to go in this non-conference ball game. Glaspie will be at the line. So William Rowers will pick up his second foul.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the second on Franklin here in this fourth quarter. And I believe we've got some perspiration that we're going to have to clean up. .454 to go. And nothing's been decided yet.
No, not even close. It seems like when the Panthers come down, they're a little helter-skelter on the offensive end because of the triangle and two. And all they need to do is take their time, run the plays, make sure you set good screens, and everything still should be just fine. The guys that have the two guys guarding, playing man-to-man on them, they need to set screens, and it'll get people wide open for layups.
Well, Glaspie will be at the charity stripe. Can't hit the first. Hits the second. 1 point lead for Swain. 4:50 left. Attic Sutton calling out the offense. Over to Max at the corner. Right side. Three. Got it. Max McClure from downtown. 56-54. 2 point lead now for the Panthers. Approaching 4.5 left. Skaggs leans. Drew Skaggs will be at the line.
So in that situation, Max McClure, he's given up probably 60 pounds right there, 50 pounds. He has to do his work early and get in front of him or get 3/4 so he can keep it hard, make it harder for Skaggs to catch the ball.
First shot up and good. Second on Max McClure. That's the third whistled on Franklin.
Post defense is all about doing your work early.
Second opportunity, and he hits. 56-56. Attic Sutton drives, finds DeZarn, back out. Braylon, or check that, Braxton. Noah Brannon, rather. How many B's in there? Noah Brannon with the bucket to give the Panthers a 58-56 advantage.
And it's kind of weird when you're playing and no one's guarding you. You don't know what to do. That's what Attic did the correct thing by driving it in and making a good dish.
Josiah Glaspie can't hit. Rebound and stick back. Jaden Wade. .58. Sutton. Finds Braylon DeZarn. DeZarn leans, can't hit. Went all the way down and ran back out. Now as we tick under 3.5 left, every possession is critical. Collins. Collins finds Glaspie. And Glaspie, they'll say, lowered his shoulder or pushed off. Either way, it's an offensive foul. That'll be the third on Cy Glaspie, third on Swain here in the second half of the fourth quarter. So we passed 9 o'clock. Glad you're with us on a Wednesday night of hoops. Both games have been down to the wire. Braylon DeZarn with the laser beam. Didn't much height on that shot, but it went in. 2 point lead and a steal. Attic Sutton couldn't convert, and it's saved out of bounds by Braylon DeZarn off of a Maroon Devil.
Second player to lose his shooting night. Good anticipation there by Attic.
Attic looks to fire, and it does go to Max McClure. McClure over to William Rowers. Under 2.5 left. Dangerous pass. McClure secures it. McClure, free throw line. Couldn't get it to go. Got a chance to go up 4. Josh Collins. 2:08 left. Pass is stolen away. Rowers up court. McClure open 3. Got it.
That was good defense right there by William Rowers. Way to fight down low in the post. Remember what I was talking about doing your work early? That's what he was doing down there in the post and got that steal.
63-58. That may match the biggest lead the Panthers have had so far in this ball game. And it came at a critical time. Here's
Look at him fighting. You see him right there in the post fighting. Gets it. Nice.
And then to find McClure, that was
Correct.
a bullet pass.
Correct.
Had to go through a couple of maroon doubles that were in that path of the pass. And McClure hits as he was open.
Yes, and I'll tell you, it's kind of amazing that McClure's making these shots because they're in a triangle and 2. A triangle and 2, for people that don't know what I'm talking about, is when 2 players on the offense, they're being guarded man to man, and then the rest of the team that's on defense, they're in a triangle. So if the guys that are getting guarded man to man, if they catch the ball, there should be 2 people guarding them. And right there, he was wide open.
Swain didn't have an opportunity to get into their defense just yet. We're in transition on that play. Collins.
And the Panthers come out 2-3. Haven't showed that all night.
Over to Cody. Drew Cody, high pass. Collins secures it. Finds Glaspie, and Glaspie will be at the line as he was fouled. .90 seconds left. Josiah Glaspie, 2 opportunities to cut into that 5-point lead for the Panthers. Noah Brandon picks up his 3rd foul. That's the 3rd on Franklin. Glaspie hits the 1st. Connor Lambert checks in, Coach McMahon. Second shot up and good. So Josiah Glaspie hits them both. Swain will pick up at the front court now. Will back off. Sutton has it. Now Rowers. McClure. And a bump. Jaden Wade picks it up. That'll be the 5th team foul on Swain. Oh, 2 shots now for Attic Sutton. Hold on, they're going to check here. I don't know if it was the 4th or the 5th foul. They may have put it up too quickly. I think it's just the 4th foul.
4th foul.
They're changing it right now, so it will not be the bonus.
This season, I tell you what, the Panthers, they've been in several close games. So they should start. They definitely know how to finish these games.
Brannon had an alley to the bucket, decided to back it out, and it's a turnover. Collins, no. Second opportunity, no. Brannon has it into the front court, under 60 seconds left. He gets double teamed, finds McClure. McClure now, DeZarn, he's double teamed. And a timeout called by Doug Clemens. As DeZarn was in trouble.
Yes.
It's going to be a full timeout with 51.7 seconds left. Panthers with possession, up 3. We just had a technical foul that was assessed to the Swain County coach. Wow.
I was trying.
So we're going to have some technical shots out of the timeout.
Yeah, I tell you what. Okay, I'll put my as a coach. That right there, I don't know, because they're in a 30 seconds. In 30-second timeouts, you're not allowed to go to the bench, so you have to stay on the floor. If the official's near and a coach says something, you just can't give them a tech. I know it's a. That's
Hold
rough.
on, we do have a replay here. Let's see. Okay, so somebody was out of the bench area, or the huddle, I guess you could say, being restrained, and then the official team up.
Yeah, that's a rough one. That's a rough one.
So McClure at the line hits the first.
Good shot right
Makes
there.
it a 2-possession game. Hits the second.
I just like everything to be fair,
I agree.
And that right there, that doesn't.
That was tough.
Yeah,
that was tough.
Because in a 30-second timeout, you're not at the bench. I mean, you can't go to the bench. So if someone says something, the official's obviously going to hear it.
Rowers gets fouled. So William Rowers will be at the line to possibly give the Panthers a 7-point advantage. That'll be their biggest lead so far in this ball game.
And the Panthers are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. Supposed to drive it to the hole and get fouled and get to the free throw line.
Foul was on Cody. Rowers hits the first.
Yep, make two, salt it away. Try to salt it.
Hit them both. 67-60, biggest lead so far.
Good steal by Noah Brandon.
More shots upcoming, and it is
good anticipation by Noah Brandon right there to jump that pass.
It's come unraveled for the Maroon Devils here in the last minute.
Yes.
Noah Brandon, 2 shots. Foul on Lambert. Couldn't hit the first. Lambert picks up his second. (68-60) biggest lead for the Panthers in this ball game. Deep three, in and out. Rebound secured. Wade can't get the bucket. He hit the deck, and we on the rebound. We've got a whistle, and we've got a foul on Swain. Cody picks up his second. We'll walk back to the other end of the court for some more free throw shots. It's going to be William Rowers that'll attempt. Wow, this has been a odd ending to this game.
Yes, it has. Doesn't look like the score is going to be indicative of what we've seen for 3 3/4.
No doubt. Rowers missed the second. Cody, 3. Got it! Drew Cody, the sophomore, nails the trifecta. We're not done yet. 69-63, 18.2 seconds left. Coach Scotty McMahon called a timeout. He wants to talk it over. Talk some strategy. Also, obviously, you're going to have to cause a turnover on the inbounds if you're Swain, and then obviously foul, and then it's going to be critical for the Panthers to seal it at the free throw line.
Yep.
Appreciate you tuning in tonight for the final seconds of the boys varsity. Join us on Friday for the final regular season night of basketball for the Panthers against the Maroon Devils the West Henderson Falcons on Friday night. The Maroon Devils will host Robbinsville. That'll be a raucous atmosphere.
Yes.
Say rival for Swain in the Smoky Mountain Conference, and then they'll host Andrews, team that Franklin lost to earlier in the season. Swain able to get a impressive road victory against Andrews earlier in the season. So on the inbounds, it's secured by the Panthers and an immediate foul by the Maroon Devils. So it's going to be Max McClure at the line. 2 shots. McClure hits the first. Drew Skaggs checks in for Swain. One more. 17 seconds left. Hit them both. Down the stretch, the Panthers have been hitting the free throws. Glaspie, top of the key 3. Can't hit. Rebound. Picked up by the Panthers. And they do it. Yep, that'll do it. Rowers dribbles it out. And it's a final at the Panther Den, 71-63. Franklin beats Swain, and it's a clean sweep this season over the Maroon Devils. After winning in Bryson City 73-60, they win tonight 71-63. Panthers advance to 15-7 overall, and Swain falls to 15-7 after that loss tonight. All right, that's pretty much going to wrap things up. It's been an interesting night of basketball. You kind of expected it, Tony, because of the fact that both these two teams played last night.
Correct.
You wonder about the legs. You wonder about the psyche after.
And you know what? They both played. They played hard, and actually both games were actually, if you're just watching it, just a pure basketball fan, both games were pretty good. You know, they were very good to for how hard they were playing, and the execution really wasn't there because they were tired. You can tell, you can like look and tell they were tired, but they were very good games, but both the girls game and the boys game.
71-63, the final. We'll be with you on Friday night right here on YouTube and Facebook of the Franklin Panthers Sports Network. Thanks to Clinton and to Phillip. For Tony Christie, I'm George Young. So long, everybody.
My name is Jonah Brandt, and I'm from Franklin High School. I'm a sophomore, and I'm on the swim and dive team. And last year I made it 3rd in state for diving. My personal goals for this year is to win state for diving, and then try and break the record for school. So I don't really have any goals for after high school, but I know that I want to swim or dive for a college team, and then probably major in for aviation. So I've known Mr. McCoo for a long time. For dive practices, we have to go all the way to Asheville. It's about an hour drive. We would usually go Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and we would just talk about how the team does, personal life too. But it just meant a lot to me that I get to hang out with my coach.